Hello the internets, welcome back to Cooldown Waifus. I am Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today I wanna rant about Milk's treasure, because this is by far the biggest dog shit Nika has released in probably these 2 years, and they do a lot of stupid stuff, but Milk's treasure is by far the worst they've done. So, for some context, the treasure system is a bad system. It's a good idea, it's an awful execution. Because first of all, how slow it is, and then second, how some of these treasures are not even an improvement on the character, like for example, Milk's case. So I want to go over why Milk is complete trash, and now this is a character that will never be able, you will never be able to use this girl. If she was your waifu, you have to wait until Shift Up decides to release an alt character in order for you to actually use her. So let's go a little bit over why this is the case with Milk. I will make a separate video going over priority for the treasures, because actually there is a couple that are really good, and then as usual the rest being not even worth your time. So let's go over Milk, her original kit, and what she's doing now. As usual, leave a like, subscribe, and below the channel if you like this rant, old man every day, okay? This old man ranting every day. So phase 1 is her skill 1. It used to affect 2 allies, giving 31% attack for 10 seconds on a 20-second cooldown. It's the same, but now it affects 3 allies. It also makes her from a 40 cooldown second burst B1, right, into a 20-second B1, which is good. That's great. Now we're going to phase 2. From giving critical damage to everyone if she's above 80% HP, right? Now she still keeps the same thing, critical damage if she is above 80% HP, but also she gets cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction is always really good. So why are you ranting, Sefhi? So this is after attacking with full charge for 10 times, okay? And it's a 2.83 seconds, so you guys can remember that. And now we have her burst, which was dealing 367% of final attackers damage, still the same damage, and it goes from recovering 16% to the same amount, but also increases potency of HP restored by 75%. So let's go step by step if you guys want. The increased HP potency, it's whatever. It's whatever, it doesn't matter, I wanna be honest, okay? This life leech, it wasn't good to begin with. The 75% makes it it's a little bit better, of course, but it's not something that will make or break this character. The first thing is her damage. It's still the same damage. Now, she is a support character, so it's like, oh, Sefhi, she's a support, so it doesn't matter, right? But the thing is, Helm is, even as an attacker, she's a support, okay? Helm goes from 1,000 damage to 8,000 when it's level 10. 8,000% damage. Milk stays at 300%. There is 0 reasons to be taking her burst. The second thing, cooldown reduction. So let's talk about cooldown reduction. For those of you who don't know, right, cooldown reduction in this game is always important and something that we need for our teams to properly rotate. Great. Now let's talk about what characters are usually considered good for cooldown reductions. You have the Killer Wife, you have Rogue, you have the new Rappy, you have a Litter, and then the others are like a hit or miss. If we compare this with, for example, the Killer Wife, which is going to be a good comparison, the Killer Wife will give you cooldown of burst skill reduced by 6 seconds after 8 shots. And you will still have a little bit of a downtime, depending how many bullets your the Killer Wife has, or if she has to reload. And this is 6.36 seconds. And Milk is giving you, at level 10, by the way, which is the important stuff, at level 10, she's giving you 2.83 seconds. Meaning her cooldown reduction is completely worthless. Now you might be thinking, well, but you can run a B1 and a B2 with cooldown reduction, but it's not worth it. Like, the characters we have with the B2 for cooldown reduction are Dola and Helm Aquamarine, and they are giving you already more cooldown reduction, 1.82, 2.2, 2.6, and you get all 3 of them after 3 rotations, and this is at level 4. And Helm Aquamarine is exactly the same, I'm pretty sure, or pretty similar when it comes to that. If I come here, it should be exactly the same at level 1. So we're talking about the character that they literally did nothing for her. This is a character that has changed nothing. Her cooldown reduction is literally useless. You are better off. So you guys can understand this, okay? So you can understand like why I'm so tilted. You are better off using Sakura as an off burst for a cooldown reduction is the same as Milk at level 10 with a fully invested treasure. And you all know how expensive it is to get a treasure. So it's like, you said the treasures were a system to improve old characters, to make old characters beable, usable. I'm not expecting them to be meta. I'm expecting them that I can use the characters that I like because now you buff them, and I'm grateful for that. But then you turn and you do characters that are complete trash that you don't want to ever invest in them because it's a waste of resources. Like, it is a waste of resources. Once again, this is level 10, 2.83 seconds. You are better off using Sakura at level 1 as enough burst. That's how bad this is. And then phase 1 is the same. It changes nothing. It's still a 30% increase on attack for 10 seconds, which it's a 50% uptime, so not even full uptime. Every other buffer nowadays gives you either full uptime on buffs or attack damage and at least 50% attack instead of like 30% or less on attack. Because attack buffs are being so diluted because new characters get self-buff so much, right? Because Shift Up needs to keep making characters stronger, and the way to make them stronger is to make them self-buff like Rappi is doing, like Asuka is doing on herself, like Quincy, like all of these new characters that get so much damage on their own, 83% for example here, right? So we're talking about the character that is complete trash. She was already trash, and she is now still trash. And it's like, okay, so what is the treasure system for? What is the system that it takes you 6 months to release 4 treasures used for? Because Milk right now is going from literally, what is she right now? T3, her treasure stays on T3. Like, there is no way I'm putting her treasure on a 2.5. Like, that's how bad she is. You are better off using anything else rather than her. So it does tilt me a lot actually. I was quite mad today actually, and I usually don't get like, even if I yell or I complain about the system, I usually don't get mad. But today I got mad because I've been saving for months my treasure boxes, so I could build the treasures when they come out. But then I used them and I got like, I didn't get enough. As you can see, I got, you know, like 600 boxes and I got enough for Drake. Barely I got enough for Drake and Helm. And then I was like, okay, I want to exchange. Because, for example, I never want to build Diesel. I don't want to build her. So let me exchange this. But you cannot exchange. Because you can only exchange for the ones that you have maxed out already. So I can only exchange for Laplace. She's the only phase 3 that I have. You cannot exchange for Diesel. Because you need her to have her upgraded before you can change. So these 200 or this 181 train track sets will be here forever. This 185, same thing. This 185, like, I don't want to build those characters, but I cannot exchange for the others. So you are waiting for months until you can get those things leveled up. And again, it's fine. I know that a lot of people will not complain as usual because they like eating these dog shit systems for no reason. I think Shift Up, Nikke in general, is at a place right now where so many players are leaving. And it's not only casuals. In fact, the casuals are the only ones staying. Because they don't see the issues, because at the end of the day, if you're a casual player, for most of this stuff, you don't care enough. Then there is no reason to care, because you only care about like getting the new character and maybe getting a background because you like it, right? Be it the treasure, be it the MLB, or whatever it is. But then again, it's just me ranting as usual, because I get tilted with some of this stuff. I guess after like 3,000 plus hours, I've got tilted with the game, or I'm at the point where the attachment that I have to my account is too big. It affects how I see some of these systems, right? Probably. It is what it is. Says Lovey. Just wanted to rant about Milk because, once again, I was actually excited for this. She's a character that I really like. Her burst animation is fantastic. And now we have her and she's complete trash. So it's funny. That said though, I'm going to be making an updated video for the priority on the treasures later. There's a couple that are pretty good. I'll be making a video on Helm. I'll be making a video on Drake. I will not be making a video on Miranda because it's niche. It's literally if you want to fish for crits with Snow White. That's it, nothing else. So that's it. That's gonna be for this video. Another day, another rant for our favorite game goes to victory, Nikke. We're gonna be live later, testing even more the treasures and mana as well. If you're interested in that, feel free to drop by the stream later. Have a good day, bosses. Good luck with your pool dinner dates. I'll see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。